In recognition of International Civility Awareness Month, we are thrilled to welcome Jacqueline Peros, a fellow co-founder of the Career Experts Group and founder of JMP Branding LLC. Jackie works with early career professionals in technology to enhance their personal brand so they can advance their professional endeavors. Through personalized programs that identify strengths and preferences, women can successfully convert challenges into opportunities and become leaders in technology. As a master certified personal branding and digital strategist, image consultant, and speaker, Jackie is one of the very few personal branding experts specializing in communications for women in technology. She has designed her services to encompass all aspects of professional brand management, from planning to messaging to imaging. Jackie, we are so excited to have you here with us, and welcome.
Thank you. It is great to be here with my colleagues and friends to talk about this subject that is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah, welcome, Jackie. So
Thanks, Laura.
my first question is, it may seem like a basic question, but I don't think it is. So what is civility in your perspective? Is it simply politeness? Does it encompass deeper things like respect and understanding and empathy? So tell us, what is civility?
So it's all of those things, Laura. And so if we look at the definition, and this is a definition that's recognized globally, civility is really the act of showing regard to others with manners, politeness, mutual respect, an act of politeness or positive expression. So for my thoughts, it's all of that, 100%. I add a little bit more to that in that I think that civility is also the practice of providing a safe, comfortable, and professional setting in order to build trust with those that I am with, right? So if you think about your relationships, your strong relationships, both personally and professionally, the commonality is that trust. The foundation is trust. So when I look at civility and how I'm going to integrate it every day with not only my one-on-one clients, but speaking engagements or workshops, things of that nature, I always go in with the intention to make sure that I am providing a safe professional setting so that I'm able to build that trust with those that are around me. And that's how I view civility. And I think generally most people view civility in that way, but I really want to make sure I build that trust factor. So displaying things like manners and being polite, those are things that, really help to foster those relationships and build that trust.
Hmm. Thank
Wonderful.
you. Yeah, that makes so much sense. And, the trust part is so huge. If you can't have a good relationship, a business relationship, coworker relationship, uh, relationship with your boss, whatever, if there isn't that trust
Yeah.
in who you are, what you bring to the table, and how you present yourself. So, we talked about civility, we've talked about trust, we've talked about all of, the respect, but how does civility foster better communications, collaboration, problem solving? Can it contribute to a more positive and productive work environment?
Yes, it does, 100%. Let me go through some instances of incivility to demonstrate, which is the opposite, which is, having civility in the workplace is a positive across the board. We've seen incivility rise, rude behavior rise over the last couple of years, and there's a number of factors that could, contribute to that, attribute to that. That could be, the political environment that we've been living in for the last few years, also technological advances, those that are working remotely, that are on Zoom calls. the initial pandemic, the first phase of the pandemic, there were lots of mimes about people with, that were demonstrating rude behavior on Zoom calls or doing things that were considered unprofessional. But so with incivility on the rise, that has warranted a number of studies on civility and the impact civility has on an individual and an organization as of late. And recently, there have been two major studies that have been published in the last few months. One is the Korn Ferry study that stated 91% of professionals stated that filled out the survey. 91% of professionals said that incivility or rude behavior has a negative impact on the company's performance, with 52% saying that it had a significant negative impact on the company's overall performance. So when you're looking at those statistics, we then come I think it was a month or two ago, Harvard Business Review, and again, just to underscore the importance of these numbers from Korn Ferry, Harvard Business Review did a study that said an employee that experienced incivility, they were close to 50% intentionally decreased their time and effort at work.
Wow.
And 78% shared that their commitment to the overall company had declined drastically.
Oh.
So looking at that, if you do the flip side, if you're working in an organization that prioritizes civility, then what does that do, right? That improves employee morale, employee engagement, satisfaction. It decreases the turnover rate. It also increases communication across the different organizations, right? The different departments. Because if you are working in, say, a toxic environment or an organization that doesn't take civility seriously and an employee experiences incivility, well, then you're going to lose employees because of that. And it's also going to damage the company's reputation, right? So, if you employ civility as a priority and you have everyone in the organization get on board with it, it really helps to improve your communication across departments, and it helps to improve overall well-being of the organization. So it'll, and I don't think companies intentionally accept incivility, but they might not prioritize it.